YouTube, what is up with y'all tonight? This is Nail Goodfella Nail, coming through with another talk video. And I actually got a few kicks to show y'all to prove my point. Now, tonight's video is really about, like one of the main essentials, actually even being a sneakerhead though, and it's basically rocking. You gotta have that balance, man. It's okay to like have like expensive kicks and the non-expensive kicks is just as important as the expensive kicks. And what I mean by that, it's like simple, regular classics, you know what I mean? From some Chucks, Vans, all that stuff, Reeboks and all that. But I'm gonna just go through a few kicks while I'm explaining my point, man. I think this whole sneaker YouTube thing, you know, it's a little misleading because every week everybody copping the hot stuff or something that's coming out next week or whatever, and it's like on to the next week, on to the next week. Cop was hype, cop was hype, cop was limited, cop was limited. And it's like people forget all about the regular GRs that's just super GRs that's like clearance or whatever. Now, they're clearance for a reason. Sometimes they just don't look that good, or it might be somebody else cup of tea, but whatever it is what it is. And if you like it, just buy it. And in the long run, you save money. And in the long run, well, short and long run, basically, you could turn some heads with like some $30 shoes. You'd be surprised, man. I think I've turned more heads with more cheaper kicks on the $50 to $100 side versus kicks that's like $200. Y'all know I really do this stuff, man. Look at my catalog. I got 500 videos or more, something like that, coming up on. So y'all know I don't play around. First thing first, we're getting into is this one right here. Now, obviously, the Nike Air Presto is definitely one of them kicks that's been popular, like all last year or something like that. I hate the way this shoe look when it's not stuffed. Like, look how flimsy it looks. I think this shoe probably would have sold more had it been stuffed like a normal shoe. But just for the hell of stuff in it, just so it looks right. Y'all know I got sneaker OCD, man. They gotta look correct. But anyway, these right here, now it's looking like a stuffed yeah, anyway. But these right here, man, these joints, crazy. Now it just look like a bulge and shit. A bulge in it. Pause. But yeah. So with these right here, slept on kick. I think I copped this for $50 or something like that. I love it, man. The forest green. This is my only Nike Air Presto at the moment. I'm trying to get a few more, but I'm not like super crazy all about them where like, you know, I can actually wait for the deal. Again, this is another one of those kicks that's like cheap, you know, GR, super GR. You can find this on clearance, on sale. Now, granted, I got these a few years ago, but you know what I mean. You hit that clearance rack a few times, you clean up a little bit, especially online or whatever, from the Finish Lines, Foot Lockers, all them kicks that people just not really hyped about or really just don't want. You know, you'll be surprised about what you find. Maybe, you know, maybe it might be a little decent kick or whatever, but it might have just been like not somebody's size and it happened to be your size. But again, it's just about the kicks, man. To me, I think this kind of stuff like balances out my collection. I think it balances out anybody's collection. And what I mean by that, again, is just regular kicks. So get into some more. I got a lot right here, man. We can get into some Vans. These wasn't even, I had these on the video and these wasn't even being shown. Like, this was just like right here in the background or something. And you know, the Vans heads or whatever, or just regular sneaker heads or whatever, they give me the thumbs up on these, man. As far as these go, the Charlie Browns. Now, these just came and went. I don't really see them around too much anymore, all like that. But it shouldn't be going for nothing crazy at this point right now. Not that I know of as far as like a crazy price. But this is one of the one-of-a-kind things, man. I got this for like $54. Regular retail was probably like 65 or 75. You know, Vans stay up under $100 for sure, or at least up under 80 roughly sometime, depending on the collab. But I think this is probably like the second or third Charlie Brown collab, and I just feel like these were flames. These are my first pair of Vans. Definitely plan on getting another pair of Vans for sure. Already did a review on this though, man, but just to prove my point again, especially when you pick up unique stuff like this for cheap, you definitely win it. Because, you know, for example, like some New Balance 574 solid grays, those come out every year. And they do go on discount and clearance every year or whatever, depending on the trend or whatever at the moment. Maybe they might come back to the point where they're not sitting like they used to sit. Because before they used to not sit, the 574 New Balance light gray, all gray, come on, y'all know what I'm talking about. Those used to not sit in 2012, 2013, 2014, maybe 2015. And then they kind of just start sitting. And it just kind of declined from there. Obviously, because competition, and then New Balance is also keeping up as well. They got different collabs and different colors and different models and stuff. But still, the 574 is definitely a classic kick. But I just say that to say this, that kick is always basically coming out every year. So you can basically re-up on it anytime, you know. So this one, just to prove my point with this is one of the ones that's going to come out once ever. And if you can get it for cheap, you're definitely going to stand out from the crowd. You're definitely not going to be wearing what somebody else is wearing. And yeah, man. This is one of them shoes that I get compliments on. I didn't even pay $100 for it. Like, I paid like less than $60 for this. So definitely what I'm talking about. See, and that's, you're supposed to be down for the hunt, man. You're supposed to, you know what I mean? Like, that's kind of like the fun of it. Because if you get everything that's like hyped, you basically not gonna too much have a sneaker identity. You know what I mean? Like, your collection actually gonna look kind of like, to me personally, it just look a little cheese. You know what I mean? What I mean by that is, like, it's just not gonna look authentic. You know what I mean? Like, you're not a regular person or something. Like, maybe some assholes want to be charged up. Like, I'm not a regular person, I'm fucking charged up. It's just like, Supreme okay to wear. This is the example. Supreme is okay to wear, but wearing it, the whole Supreme outfit every day with Supreme everywhere, you know what I mean? Even some people got a H&M t-shirt, you know what I mean? Another kick though right here, another low-key kick. Got this for $30 last year. I can't wait to rock these. I keep forgetting to rock these though, because I got so many damn kicks. But this is definitely on my radar, so expect them in a sneaker rotation soon. I was surprised even at the engagement on this video, but a lot of people actually stepped out. Shout out to y'all that actually just was like, man, like I just dropped this first because in that week or whatever when I dropped these, I dropped these first because I thought this was gonna get like the least response or whatever. Or it's crazy like how that worked. And then I dropped the most expensive kick, like, you know, around like, you know, $130 to $200 price mark. It was probably a Jordan or whatever. Not too many people commented. It was maybe a little bit here and there, but it was like random people was talking about this. You know what I mean? And that's one of the reasons why I like reviewing kicks that really doesn't get his light or really doesn't get his shine. And again, same thing with wearing them. Not too many people probably wearing these all like that. And again, you gotta, this is one of the ones I had to go look for. These wasn't something that was like advertised or whatever. So I went to go look for them. Puma suede joint, classic fly. This looked like one of them joints you could just step out in, man. It's not a bulky kick. It's something nice and slim, nice for the summer. You know what I mean? And it's crazy, man. Summer and spring, maybe the fall possibly, but yeah, just to again prove my point with that, you know. And I turn heads with that. Another one right here, a little dude, a little young dude stopped. He's like a teenager. I was in a finish line rocking these, and he literally pulled me to the side like, yo, bro, where you get those? Where you get those? And it was the orange soda pop Asics right here, man. And I actually did like a whole Asics haul maybe like 2 years ago for Christmas, man. Definitely was a big come up. This was one of the ones since Asics actually have their store on eBay. They got super low, cheap prices. Even the store company Rakuten or something like that, they were also on there. But again, you could definitely find steals on the Asics eBay site. And they'd just be like for cheap, like, and I'm talking like not $10 shipping and all that, like the price that they set it as for buying now, that includes shipping. So I think I end up getting these for like 28 or 27 like that. And if I really was digging, I probably should have got my salmon ones out, because those, I remember when those was going for like 60, 70, 80, and I think I probably got it for like 30. They might have been going for 100, but it wasn't going like for crazy, but I definitely got it for cheap. Kind of the same thing with these, but again, I've got this for like what, 28 shipped or 27. Definitely worth it, definitely fly. And this one of the ones that reminds me of Halloween a little bit. I wear these kind of around the fall and in the summertime with that orange soda pop, like the leather on it, the leather upper. And this is one of the ones, again, turn heads. It doesn't look like something everybody else is wearing. I put my little runner band into it, and again, after that part, you just got to put a fit together with it. But other than that, you good to go. Like, you're not gonna see everybody in this. So this is definitely, again, another point that I'm proving, like, this is definitely important, that you know for damn sure you're not gonna see somebody in this. You might see somebody in Asics, but they're not gonna be in this colorway, this model. Like, the chances is very slim, man. Everybody be running around. People be running around saying they sneakerheads and shit, man. They pick up a few J's and they think that's it. A few Yeezys, maybe a few limited kicks, and they think that's it. You know, a few fuckboys might hate on the video as usual. You know, this YouTube, so a little bit of everybody kind of come mixed in. But if you actually peeping game and listening, you know where I'm coming from. Now with this right here, this is definitely a classic kick right here. I rock this kick basically like every spring. This kick basically make like damn near every spring list that I do, man. Crazy. You got more of this great colorway on the GL Reebok 6000. Definitely a runner. Definitely a runner I definitely like. Crazy, fly, flames. This is, you're not gonna catch somebody wearing this. This one, especially when years pass and you've been doing this for a while, like me, a few years. I ain't even been doing this for like 10 years yet. You know what I mean? So years pass or whatever. This probably like that was when I copped these. It was probably like my second or third year in the sneaker game. Like back when I had like 50 kicks, I had this. You know what I mean? So like this one has been with me for a while, and I still love them to this day, man. I copped it for like $30. I wanted to go back and get the LA colorway, but I had to kind of like pick at the time, you know what I mean? Again, with that budget and that money and stuff, you know what I mean? Grown man problems at the time. I was still living with moms and all that stuff. So, you know, obviously I came up and moved out. Again, with budget kicks like this, you still have a lot more money left over compared to other kicks out there for like damn near $200 and all that stuff. So yeah, copping the hype thing, copping the most expensive thing, it's not always the answer. Going on quantity. Like these kicks starting to stack up now. More of the quantity over hype. You know what I mean? I know some people say quantity over quality or whatever, but I don't know, man. I don't know. It depends on what kick you stuck with. You know what I mean? You might really like a kick that's great quality, and it might cost you a nice penny. But my thing is this, though, man. It's just like having more kicks. It's about having more kicks that's you know, that can free up your wallet, and you know, and the cool thing about this too, because I'm just recording raw, that's why I'm pausing or whatever. Obviously I would edit it out if I had that, you know, set down or whatever, because I just want to get this out to y'all real quick. But the cool thing too is that, damn man, I'm up here losing my train of thought. But the cool thing too is that I remember when these came out. And these I actually got from the outlet for like $30. Again, this is another kick that isn't like really hyped. This one of the ones I like wear in the rain patiently. You know what I mean? And what I mean wear in the rain, I don't mean like beat wear in the rain, but when it's a rainy day, obviously this shoe isn't too hard to clean if I feel like wearing sneakers. You know what I mean? And in the rain or the weather is looking kind of, you know, some of the precipitation is happening, maybe a little bit of light snow, but I don't wear these in like crazy weather, like high snow or anything. But I remember these like yesterday. I copped this like in my second year in the sneaker game or whatever. And still got them to this day, man. The air bubble holding up and everything, man. So definitely fly. I think these was on the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air when Carlton had them on. I already did a review on them, but also too, it's kind of stylish too because they got like the corduroy back. These is a little bit on the serious tone, you know what I mean? I'm an all-around dude. Sometimes I like colors. Sometimes I just like to keep it plain and serious like that, you know what I mean? About to like do a robbery with them. But with these right here, I already showed y'all this in the pickup video right along with the white ones. I didn't even get around to even wearing the white ones yet. But again, you save money, man. You save money when you cop kicks like this. And you turn heads. Just a simple, classic kick. You don't always need the $200, $2,000 fire heaters. You know what I mean? You actually would do better. Cop more low budget kicks that you actually like. And it's more of a challenge buying lower budget kicks. It really makes you think, man, and it really forms you into your own style of what you like. You know what I mean? Like, I know, again, you gotta have all this fucking money. You keep watching these other YouTuber guys, you know what I mean? They get paid from YouTube and all that. But this for people like us, we don't get paid from YouTube. You know what I mean? I'm just strictly just hitting record, you know what I mean? And whatever happened. But not to knock them, but when you looking for that deal, it's more of a challenge. You know what I mean? Like, you really gotta look. A lot of these dudes, if it really wasn't for like Jordans or Yeezys or whatever, they'd probably be picking up some fucked up GRs. And maybe I should stop cussing though, but they'd be picking up some crap. If it wasn't for Yeezys and Jordans, or some of that hype stuff that's coming out every week, go back and tell them to go back into them damn archives, pick up a $50 kick. They afraid. You know what I mean? Like, they ain't gonna do it. It ain't gonna look too high if they do. But to each his own. No, I can't just come out judging people kicks though. But my thing is, just don't mislead people getting off the end of this thing, and that this is what all that's what all it's about. Just like the expensive limited stuff. In time, as you get older or whatever, sneaker collecting or whatever, I think it just come down to a thing as far as me, man. You know, 150 plus kicks later. Now, granted, that's not a lot compared to some people, but it's a lot to the normal person. But all these kicks later, and obviously you only just get to wear them maybe like 2 or 3 times a year, which is scary when you think about that. You start going for stuff that's more budget. I would hate to see a $300 or $250 shoe break down on me, and I'll just wear it 2 to 3 times out the year. And I hate having to be conscious like that and like, oh man, I gotta wear these kicks, I gotta wear that kick because I don't want it to break down. You know what I mean? But that's another video because they can make the quality better. But it depends on which brand you're messing with. But for the most part, kicks like this, for example, this right here was probably like 40 bucks at the Champs outlet at the time. And this is that like that alert infrared or whatever, something like that, or alert red or something like that. A nice plain basic kick. I want to cop the blue ones too, but got more of a sail off-white kind of like color. You know what I mean? Not the best quality as far as the inside, like, you know, but like it doesn't feel like a Jordan 1 or a Nike SB Dunk, but for the price and the way it looks or whatever, and it's not terrible quality on the inside, but it's not the most comfortable, but it's definitely worth it. You know what I mean? In the long run, like I didn't have to come up off like 90, 110 bucks for this. This was like 40 bucks. And worst come to worst, if I feel like selling it, I could definitely get my money back because I keep my kicks clean. You know what I mean? So even though this almost going on a 20-minute video though, man, this is my last kick I had to show y'all tonight though. That was like perfect timing. So rate, comment, and subscribe. This is Nail Goodfella Nail. Oh, I almost forgot. This is another heat kick too. I got this for like 50 bucks. 50 bucks, but I turn heads with that one too. Hair 7 colorway. Nike Air Flight. I still forgot the name of it. Nike Air Flight Light. Rate, comment, and subscribe. This is Nail Goodfella Nail. Peace. Also too, chime in below, man. Y'all know I chat with y'all and you know, see if we agree on some certain things. Peace.